Hello once again. I am coming to you once more from my unfinished office, as is evidenced by the derelict gas pipe behind me. Um, I've been busy. I've had Christmas. I've had um, Kwanzaa and I think Hanukkah thrown in there, so I haven't had time to finish the office. So it is still unfinished. So please excuse things like the unfinished office. The Christmas letter that I did, that I posted, that went viral, was such a big hit. I had like 8 or 9 people look at it. And being the Christmas letter was such a big hit, I thought it's the time of the year to do my resolutions. And if I do my resolutions viral, that's going to keep me accountable and help me out. So I thought I will just, instead of writing them out where I would lose them or something, I'm going to put this out so you, my friends, my acquaintances, whoever you are, you can call me up at any time and you can make sure that I'm not a liar. You can call me and say, Vince, are you keeping up with those resolutions? And I can be completely honest with you. I can either say yes or no. So I do intend on keeping these resolutions. I've thought long and hard. I thought I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes about these things. So I think my resolutions this year are admirable, and I think that you should have similar resolutions, so you can be a little more like me, and that would be a good thing in your life. Now, my first resolution is I'm going to eat healthier. Now, I'm 46 years old. I'm like most other people who are middle-aged. I've gotten a little gelatinous and gross. I've got skin tags. I got fatty tumors and all that other stuff that happens with middle age. And I'm okay with that. And the reason I'm okay with that is because as long as Kathy still hungers for this, I'm fine with all that. But my problem is I'm diabetic. And let me put this in perspective. If I don't eat right, my 8-year-old son is going to graduate in 10 years. And he's got two choices. Number one, he can walk up to graduation with his nearly 60-year-old father, and his friends can say, Hey, I see you brought your grandpa. And he can say, No, 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 that's not my grandpa, that's my dad. Or he can go to graduation, and his friends can say to him, Hey, what's that empty space there? He says, Well, that's where my dead dad should be, but he died because he didn't eat right. So I have a space there to remember him by. He was a jerk and he didn't eat right, so he's missing my graduation, so I'm not getting a gift from him. So, in an effort to get Miles a graduation gift, I am going to watch what I'm eating. First of all, I am drinking a lot more water. Mm. Ah, I'm cutting out the Kool-Aid. I'm cutting out the Pepsi. I'm cutting out the sugar cubes. I'm cutting out all the stuff, drinking syrup from the bottle, all the stuff I shouldn't do. I'm cutting that out in favor of good old American water from Mexico. A lot of people say, Vince, how do we know what to eat? How do we know what's good to eat? Well, one of the best places to start is with your breads. Okay, you need to eat a multi-grain bread. And let me tell you how you can find out what a good multi-grain bread is. This is not a good multi-grain bread. There's a couple flaws. First of all, you see this big cavern here? It's not nutritional. This looks more like a castle, like a toy. So this is more toyish than nutrition. And the second thing, look at the crust here. Nothing but nakedness. Would you eat this naked toy? Of course not. Now, this is something that's nutrition. Look at this piece of bread. This is multigrain bread. And the way you can tell is, look, there's no cavern here, but look at that. You see the crust? There's all kinds of like grains or something there. I mean, there could be oats. There could be cotton, hemp, fiberglass. It could be just about anything that's nutritious. And it really doesn't taste bad. Anyway, so I'm going to eat better. That's my first resolution. My second resolution is I'm going to be less menacing. I've been told over the year, because I don't smile a lot, that, hey, you're kind of menacing, because I kind of look at people like this. And that scares and intimidates people. And I don't want to be scary and intimidating anymore. I really don't. So I'm going to start looking at people like this. So, resolution number 2, I'm going to start being less menacing and start being more creepy. My third resolution, I'm going to stop using cocaine. Oh, sorry, that's Kathy's page. Sorry about that. No, my third resolution is I'm going to start being nicer to babies. Listen, let's say I decide I'm going to start drooling when I eat and have food coming down my mouth. I start crapping my pants. You talk to me, I just look at you and I blow snot bubbles. I cry for no reason at all. You're constantly having to poke something in my mouth. You would call me an idiot. You would call me stupid. And that's my feeling with babies. We let babies off because they're young, but really babies are the stupidest people around. They refuse to talk to you. They crap their pants. They're ill-mannered. They laugh when they're not supposed to. They cry when they're not supposed to. Babies are stupid. But I've had 4 babies, so I know how stupid they are. Thank God they grow up, and 3 out of 4 of them, become relatively smart. But anyway, I digress a bit. I'm going to start being nicer to babies. I'm going to start poking the pacifier in when they cry. I'm going to start poking the bottle in their mouth when they cry. I'm going to start taping the mouth shut when they cry. I'm going to just make sure that the babies don't cry, and that's how I'm going to be nicer to babies. Fourth, I'm going to improve my odor. And I've been working really hard at this. I've been taking showers, and about November, I started using soap in the shower, which I've been told has really helped improve my odor. I've started rolling around in pine needles, and I've started hugging the saps that are oozing out of evergreens to make me smell a little bit better. I've quit sleeping with livestock, just doing a lot of stuff to improve my odor. I've been told by people who are professionals that a lot of people don't like someone who doesn't have a pleasant odor. Who knew? I didn't know that until now. So, being I've done some reading up on the subject, I am going to work hard at improving my odor. The fifth thing, my fifth resolution is I'm going to bring back the butterfly collar with the sweater. I'm going to do this single-handed. I'm going to make sure that when I walk down the street, people notice the fashion trend. And of course, at first there's going to be some snickers and there's going to be some laughs, and I will be pelted by a few rotten vegetables, and eventually those will turn into rocks, and people will say, look at the dork with this collar out. I know that. But I think by June, it's really going to catch on. Because you think about it, when it gets 95, 100 degrees, who really wants their collar bunched up in your sweater? You're going to want that collar out of your sweater when the hot weather hits. So I'm going to start that new fashion trend. So those are my 5 resolutions. Just to wrap it up. Eat healthier. Live for my son's graduation. Number 2, look less menacing. Number 3, what was that number 3rd one? Oh, be nicer to babies, the stupid people of society, as I call them. Improve my odor, and of course the collar. Hey, it's been great, and thank you for watching, and have a happy new year. God bless.